Patrick is my name. I'm going to show you how to decontaminate and clean the scope. As you can see, I've got my PPE gear. The reason why I wear PPE gear is for health and safety, splashing of water or droplet, mask here for aerosol, waterproof or water repellent gown, and my cookies here. Alright. So first thing we do, we remove the accessory here. So usually what we do, it's in a biofilm. Make sure we clean the inside of the scope there, of the button, everything on the side. Oh, this goes in a tray. This is done. Alright. Especially those are very important because that's where you do the cleaning, the scope. Alright. This is the red one. This is this is where it gets very dirty. So everything in the water will dry there. Alright, and this is will go to sterile service. We have the scope that we receive from theater. The first thing we look at it is the if there is any damage to it. We remove things that are not supposed to be there and rubbish. The angle here has to be on F. You can see there the knobs. Those has to be on F. So yep, it's all good. There's nothing that can damage the scope or damage me. So we're going to start the leak test. Put it on. So we're testing the leak test by listening. Yep, it's working. Plug to the test. The test is right here. So this is a dry test. Make sure that the scope is inflated. Yes, inflated. It's expanding. And then check the cable. Why are we doing this? Because it's to prevent a further damage when we go in the water, immerge in the water. Yes, all good. So now we're going to immerse the scope totally in the water. So as you can see, it's totally immersed. So we're testing again. Turning the knobs left to right. Alright. Yep, there's no leak, so we're waiting a bit. So this is the part here has to be on the F because it's like driving a car with the brake on, so very important as well. We couldn't test. Yes, fine. So now I'm going to turn off the test. So we unplug first. Turn off here. So we let the air coming out of the tubing not to damage. And then we lift over here and we're turning it off. That's good. Alright, so now I'm going bar film or detergent according to manufacturer standard with the right amount of quantity. We brush scope, all the intricate part here, wash all the parts, especially the boxy. Then we use this little brush that goes in between handles. So everything has to be done in the water because it's damaged. So that's all done, all around. Now the inside, this is a section. Has to be done one. Clean the section and the boxy. All right. So that's all. Put in the rubbish. So now we go to the other brush. As you notice, there's a ring here. Very important to have those rings at the end of pulling through. So we're going to the sucking, and it will come out through the suction area, which is here. And that's the first step. First hole. So we do all this hole. Here we are. No point going fast because if something blocked in it, it will damage. So we go softly, we'll unblock. Oh, it's clean. So how do we know it's clean? Well, we do it until there is no fog or the residue coming up. Now on an angle on the side, and the water still softly. We don't want to spill. And this time it will come out of the end of the scope. All this have to pull all in the water for splashing. It's clean. Check out the end. There's the disc, so there's nothing missing. And then we do the boxy. So far everything is clean with one. It's the same procedure. Yep, it's all clean. So we're in the rubbish. Alright, ready to connect the body scope. So we're connecting to all the parts that need to be connected right here. So that's the water and the suction, boxy. So all those channels need to be connected to it. Connect here through the water, auxiliary water. Here we connect it to the air. Here also at the end of the scope here. Here we're connecting to this part and air. That's the section, that's the air. Here we are. So we'll make sure everything is connected, because if it is not connected, then it will not be a proper flash. All the boxy will flash through. So now we are about to start. So I use my starting 4 minutes. And Bobsy will go through and flush the detergent through the scope. So how it works is 2 minutes for the biofilm of detergent. Now we know it's well done. You can see the smoke here. Or sort of. That's mean everything has been connected properly. And as you know, the brush has to be proper size for the brush to be inserted in the scope. So now we're coming to the time where it's 2 minutes. I'm going to remove from a jar with biofilm of detergent. 2 minutes. Remove it here. Let it flush for half a minute. Add water to it. Alright, so I'll put my water. That will be for a minute. While it's doing this, I plug in here to remove the dirty water. So what's at the end here, because it can splash on you, put it underneath there. So there's been put there safely without damaging the cup. Yeah, we're coming to the end of a rinsing cycle. Now we're going to dry without any water in it. There we go. Alright, so that's good, it's stopped, it's finished. We disconnect the tubing from the top body, disconnect everything out of the way safely. So now we're going to dry it. So this is the part you have to be careful here. The end part with all the, this is good, no damage here. So we do an initial dry. Alright, so that's the second phase. So what I'm doing now, putting a scope, the basket there, with the proper perimeter hookups. So this is the hookups that we have here. It's called the 1 to 25 FX perimeter setup. So what it does the text leak, then it does a rinse, it does a disinfectant, and then it vents. So this is a proper, cannot go wrong because it's all connected. So now I take my initial dirty glove. So the first one we're doing, so I have this one, which is, at the end I always have to be dry of it, because it can damage. But it takes first in, last out. And then we connect the rest. The proper channel, this is the air channel. And this is the water channel, or suction channel, sorry, suction channel. This is another outlet, that's here water, connected here. Alright. So those has to be nicely tidy. Here another, this is connected right. And this is to the bulb seat, and air, water, and suction channel. So that's connected nicely. Sure, things are properly put together because they could get caught in here. Before we close, we do put our name. Scope, yes, it's an endoscope, as you see on the machine. Scan the simulator, it's been scanned. In this case, the Gastro 190DL. We scan what is good, and we scan which scope is it, and the serial number, and we tick it here, okay. So we're going to do a disinfectant rinse. Yes. And which doctor was it? To the doctor. Alright, okay. Then the patient, but in this case there's no patient because it's clean. And then we tick, and it's ready to go. So as you see, so the machine will go through the perimeter, will go through the validation. It starts with a leak test. Well, we now have come to the end of a cycle here. So you can see it's passed. Nothing was unusual. So now my first step I'm going to do is to press that button to open it. Okay, press OK. The green one. OK. Oh, sorry, here. And then it shows a name there. So I'll click my name. Yep. It's released by me. So validation is over. I'm going to do a rocket side test. So all those things are recorded in the logbook. So we take the sample on the side here. So there's two sides. So it's on the right side. We leave it here. Test here, and we're going to leave it for a minute. So rocket side is important because it shows you that it's met the parameter and the standards. So here, from here, we take it off. Always start. This is the last one. Take all your connection. So as you can see, I've changed my gown to a clean gown. I wash my hand, sanitize in. I'm taking off the block. All right. So this is the last one. This is for precaution. We always do this last or this first in order not to damage the scope. All right. So now I'm going to dry the scope. Take it nicely without damaging. When it says black there, that's passed the test. Disinfection cycle log, and the validation and parameter has been made. The release and storage time. So here's your scope. So we got the plasma here. Plasma, how it works is a zone molecule. So that's what helps the disinfection of the scope, and it is validated for up to 30 31 days. So the first initial thing we do, we dry endoscope, make sure it's dry outside like this, make sure dry. And then we're going to collect all the part to dry the inside of the scope. So this is pretty much the same as what we dry for the eye disinfection. So this is again to the water auxiliary, the yellow one goes to the water auxiliary, and then this goes to the water and suction channel, goes here, and then we go to the biopsy channel. Okay, make sure this is well connected. So from there, you will start to dry the scope. So what I do, I put my code, my number, said okay, it's good, I scan here, here we are. So that will be a dry and store cycle. So I press, are you ready? Yes, okay, and here you are. So now it's going to take a minute and a half to dry inside. Meanwhile, while it's drying, I can start to dry the scope with medical air the outside. Make sure everything is dry, that's under the knob. Especially this here, very important. And then all the bulbs this one later on. The knobs underneath here, very untreated, there's always some water. So you cannot put this in a bag with the plasma unless it's dry properly. Otherwise it will be not effective. It will be contaminated instead of decontaminated. So you can see it's going to 40 seconds, so it's halfway through the drying cycle inside. Alright, now that the drying cycle is finished, we disconnect everything to make sure we dry even further with medical air. Alright, so what is now? So you cannot go wrong. This is validated, it's scanned, there's your name, everything is logged in. So the number of bar for this is 3.8. You cannot go more than that, otherwise it will damage the scope. So make sure it's appropriate air pressure going through. So I'm taking quite a long time here because here it's very important to dry. Channel inside, outside. So again, be careful how you treat that scope. This is the end of it, top part with the camera and everything. The lights. Alright, I'm pretty happy with this. Everything is dry properly now. Alright, this is the time to bake. This is a plasma bag. This is how it works. It's sealed here. So I'm going to put my scope without damaging. Release. Make sure it's put on the corner. This is nicely done. Alright. Now I'm closing this, the air seal. So you peel the end off. There's double seal. There is no gas or plasma that will come out of this. And then we're ready to poke into the bag to release the plasma. So we don't want to poke just the top layer. And then we press OK. And as you see, it's expanding here, meaning the gas is going through. Then the label will be printed. Alright, so as you see, it's been done. Alright, now it's validated for 31 days.